Imagine finding out that your childhood friend might be a bloodsucker. This is Lina and Mara. They had been best friends since childhood, growing up in a small African village where their days were filled with laughter and adventure. They built forts beneath towering baobab trees, swam in the cool waters of the river, and shared secrets under the vast night sky, sprinkled with endless stars. The elders often told stories around the fire, warning of spirits that roamed the land after dark. But the girls never paid much attention until now. When they both got accepted into the same university in the city, it felt like fate. They rented a dorm together, excited for the new chapter of their lives. But Lina had no idea that Mara had been keeping a terrible secret. The first night in the dorm was peaceful. The second was when it began. 1:57 a.m. Lina jolted awake. The room was dimly lit by the glow of the moon peeking through the wooden window shutters. A warm breeze rustled the patterned curtains, but something felt off. A soft sound, a faint, guttural growl, came from the bed across the room. She turned her head, heart pounding. Mara was sitting upright, her long black braids draped over her face. Her breathing was heavy, ragged. "With Mara?" Lina whispered, her throat tightening. Mara didn't respond. Then slowly she turned her head. Even in the dim light, Lina saw them. Her eyes, black and bottomless, gleaming with an unnatural hunger. Lina gasped, scrambling for the bedside lantern. As soon as she flicked it on, Mara collapsed back onto her bed, her face slack, breath evening out as if nothing had happened. Was she sleepwalking? No. This felt different, something darker. Days passed, but the nights only got worse. Lina woke up to strange scratches on her arms. Sometimes she would hear soft whispers in a language she didn't understand, an eerie dialect that reminded her of the stories the elders used to tell back home. One night she awoke to find Mara standing over her, lips parted, her breath hot against Lina's cheek. "Mara, what the hell?" Mara clutched her head. I need to go." She fled into the bathroom and locked the door. Lina pounded on it. "Mara, talk to me." No answer. Only the sound of water running. Then something else. A soft, slurping noise. Lina's stomach churned. When the door finally creaked open, Mara stepped out, her lips red, a drop of dark liquid trailing from the corner of her mouth. Lina backed away. What did you do?" Mara wiped her lips and forced a smile. "It's nothing." But it wasn't nothing, it was blood. Determined to find answers, Lina did something she never thought she'd do. She went through Mara's things while she was out. Hidden in the bottom drawer, she found journals filled with frantic handwriting. "It's getting worse. The hunger is unbearable. I can't keep taking from myself. I need more. I'm scared I'll hurt her." A cold shiver ran down Lina's spine. She flipped to the last page. "Tonight, I won't stop myself." A sharp knock made her jump. She turned. Mara stood in the doorway, her face unreadable. "You shouldn't have read that." Her voice was eerily calm, but her hands trembled. Lina took a slow step back. "Mara, what's happening to you?" Mara exhaled shakily. "I don't know anymore." Lina tried to stay awake, but exhaustion claimed her. When she opened her eyes, she wasn't in her bed. She was strapped to a chair. Mara stood in front of her, breathing heavily, her pupils blown wide with hunger. Her hands were shaking, her teeth bared. "I never wanted this," Mara whispered. "But I can't stop it." Lina struggled against restraints. "Mara, please." Mara let out a guttural growl, then lunged, but at the last second she stopped, her entire body convulsing, as if something was fighting for control inside her. Tears welled up in her blackened eyes. "Lina, help me." Lina, heart racing, reached out, her voice steady, despite the fear. "I will. I promise." The next morning, she took Mara to an old woman known for her spiritual deliverance, a renowned village healer who had spent decades fighting dark forces. The woman studied Mara for a long time before nodding solemnly. She's cursed, but not beyond saving. Mara squeezed Lina's hand, her breath shaky, but filled with hope. Lina wouldn't abandon her best friend. Not now, not ever.